Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to deal with an algebraic fractions, specifically addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions, and this question was sent in by Miasha. Right, so I've given you a nice handy little thing to remember, or to use to remember, the very important law when it comes to the addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. Remember, when you add or subtract fractions, you need to find a lowest common denominator. If the denominators are not the same, you need to find a lowest common denominator. You are not allowed to cancel out letters that are the same or numbers that are the same over a plus sign or a minus sign. And you're not allowed to just simply add the numerators and add the denominators. You need to find a lowest common denominator. Right, so let's have a look at this. So this is the question we've been given, and I see we've got an a minus 4 and an a plus 3, and then we've got this trinomial on the right-hand side. Now, this is where you need to start bringing in some of your factorizing. The minute you see a trinomial, specifically in a question like this, I think it is highly recommended, or it's highly likely that there is some factorizing that can be done. So that will be our first step. Let's factorize that trinomial. So I'll rewrite the 3 a minus 4 plus 2 over a plus 3 minus 21. Now we need to do some work. Right, so it's a trinomial. When we factorize a trinomial, we open up two brackets. Now we look at this sign to see what signs need to be in the brackets. Now when it's a minus, we know that each bracket has a different sign, so we can put in our signs. We know that the front term is going to be that a, so the square root of a squared. Now, because this is a minus, we need two numbers that multiply to 12 and subtract to 1. Okay, so that's obviously 4 times 3. Now this sign tells us where the bigger number goes. So 4 is our bigger number, so 4 goes into the bracket with the minus, and 3 goes into the bracket with the plus. Now, what's very useful about that is I've got an a minus 4 and an a minus 4, and I've got an a plus 3 and an a plus 3. So it's very obvious what our lowest common denominator is going to become. And I want you to write that out. The lowest common denominator here is going to be a plus 3 and a minus 4. Those two multiplied. So what you do now is you draw a long line. And at the bottom, you're going to put your lowest common denominator that you found. And now we're going to look at each term and see what we did to the denominator to get the lowest common denominator, and what you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top, which is essentially multiplying the whole term by 1. Right, so let's start off with this 3. So if we look at this term, we see we've got an a minus 4 at the bottom. What did we do to get to that lowest common denominator? Well, we can see we have multiplied the denominator here by a plus 3. So what you do to the top, what you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top, and that's going to become a plus 3. Right, next step, let's move on to our next term. It's going to be plus 2. What have we done to this denominator in order to get to our lowest common denominator? Well, we can see we've multiplied it by a minus 4, which means we need to do the same to the top, and that's going to give us a minus 4. Right, and moving on to our last term, we can see that this denominator here is the same as this denominator, which means we haven't done anything to that denominator, so we're just going to leave it as minus 21. Now the next step is we want to get rid of these brackets. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply out, and that's going to be 3a plus 9 plus 2a minus 8 minus 21. Right, all we've done there is used our distributive law. Remember to keep your denominator in there as well. Right, I'm going to move to the right just to save myself on space. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simplify the top by collecting my like terms. So I've got a 3a and a 2a. So 3a plus 2a is going to give me 5a. And then I've got 9 minus 8 minus 21. So 9 minus 8 gives me 1 minus 21. That's going to give me minus 20. And that all stays over our denominator, which is a plus 3, a minus 4. Now there's an extra mark up for grabs here. Some of you are going to move on to the next question thinking you're done, but you always need to make sure that you've factorized fully when it comes to fractions to see if there's anything that can be cancelled out. So if you look here, I can see that there's a highest common factor that I can pull out, which is 5. So I'm going to pull out the highest common factor, and that's going to leave me with a minus 4. And I'm going to have that over a plus 3 and a minus 4. And what you notice now is I've got an exact or an identical bracket in the top and at the bottom. So what that means is I can now cancel out that a minus 4, and my final answer is going to be 5 over a plus 3. What I would do, because I've run out of space, I don't have space to write it out, what I would do is I'd write another line and simplify it by showing that you've removed the a minus 4. So that's going to be 5 over a plus 3. That gives you the final answer, and your teacher is going to be really chuffed if you get that one right. A very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Be sure to read all about them in the description below. Also, head over to our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, remember you can send it to us and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until